Nothing in this world stays the same. The flowers that bloom in the morning wilt by evening. The friends we laugh with today may walk away from us tomorrow. The body we live in grows old, gets tired, and one day stops working. Even the thoughts in our mind keep changing every second. One moment we feel happy, the next moment we feel sad, and then a new feeling comes and takes its place. If we look closely at our life, we will see that everything is always moving, always changing, never staying still even for a moment. This simple truth is at the heart of Buddhist wisdom, and it is called impermanence, or in the old language of the Buddha, anicca. It sounds like a small word, but it holds one of the biggest lessons a person can ever learn. Most of us go through life trying to hold on to things. We want our youth to stay forever. We want our loved ones to never leave us. We want our success, our money, our comfort, our good health to remain exactly as they are. But the more we try to hold on, the more we suffer, because nothing is built to stay the same. The Buddha taught that a lot of human pain does not come from the things that happen to us, but from our refusal to accept that things must change. We fight against the natural flow of life, and that fight is what hurts us the most. Think about a river. The water flowing past you right now will never pass that same spot again. Yet the river keeps its name, keeps its shape, keeps flowing. Our life is very similar. The person we were 10 years ago is not the same person sitting here today, physically or mentally. Our cells have changed, our thoughts have changed, our beliefs have changed. Yet we still carry the same name and think of ourselves as one fixed person. Buddhism gently asks us to question this idea. If everything is always changing, what exactly are we holding on to so tightly? This is not meant to make us feel hopeless. In fact, it is the opposite. When we truly understand impermanence, we stop wasting our energy fighting the impossible. Instead of demanding that life stays still, we learn to move with it. This does not mean we stop caring about people or stop working hard for our goals. It means we hold everything a little more lightly, the way we would hold a butterfly in our hands, gently, without crushing it, knowing it might fly away at any moment. One of the most beautiful teachings in Buddhism is about attachment. The Buddha said that suffering comes from craving and clinging. We cling to pleasure and push away pain. We cling to people and are afraid of losing them. We cling to our opinions and get angry when someone disagrees. We cling to our own image of who we are and panic when life challenges that image. All of this clinging creates tension inside us, like a tightly closed fist. But life is not something we can hold in a closed fist. It flows like sand, and the tighter we squeeze, the faster it slips away. So if nothing lasts, what actually matters? This is the real question Buddhist wisdom tries to answer. If everything changes, if everyone we love will one day leave or pass away, if every joy will fade and every sorrow will also fade, then what is worth our attention and care? The first answer Buddhism gives is presence. Since the past is gone and the future has not yet come, the only real moment we ever have is now. Many people spend their whole lives either replaying old memories with regret or worrying about a future that has not happened yet. In doing so, they miss the one thing that is actually real, which is this very moment. Buddhist meditation, especially mindfulness practice, trains the mind to come back again and again to the present. Not because the present is always pleasant, but because it is the only place where life actually happens. A cup of tea tastes different when you are truly present for it instead of thinking about tomorrow's problems while drinking it. A conversation with a friend becomes richer when you are not distracted by your phone or your worries. Being fully present is one of the simplest yet hardest gifts we can give ourselves and others. The second thing that matters is compassion. If life is short and uncertain, then the way we treat each other becomes even more important. Anger, jealousy, and grudges take up so much space in our hearts, yet they are just as temporary as everything else, and they usually hurt us more than the person we are angry at. Buddhism teaches loving kindness, called metta, which is the practice of wishing good for all beings, including ourselves. When we understand that every person we meet is also facing old age, sickness, and eventual death, just like us, it becomes much harder to stay angry at them for long. We start to see people not as enemies or rivals, but as fellow travelers walking the same uncertain road. Compassion becomes the natural response to a world where nothing stays the same, because kindness is one of the few things that leaves a positive mark even after it is gone. The third thing that matters is inner peace, not the kind that depends on outside conditions being perfect, but the kind that can exist even in the middle of change and difficulty. The Buddha did not teach people to run away from the world or avoid feeling emotions. He taught people to build a calm center inside themselves so that no matter what storm was happening outside, they could remain steady. This inner peace comes through practices like meditation, honest self-reflection, and letting go of the need to control everything. It is not about suppressing feelings but about observing them without being completely swept away by them. When sadness comes, we feel it fully, but we also remember that like everything else, it will pass. When joy comes, we enjoy it fully, but we do not grip onto it so hard that we forget it too will pass. Another important part of Buddhist wisdom is understanding the self. Many of our fears about impermanence come from a strong sense of me and mine. We are afraid of losing what belongs to us because we believe our happiness depends completely on those things and people staying with us forever. But Buddhism suggests that the self we think is so solid and fixed is actually more like a flowing process than a fixed thing, similar to a flame that keeps burning even though the exact fire from 1 second ago is gone in the next. This idea can feel strange at first, even a little frightening, but it can also be very freeing. If the self is not a rigid, unchanging thing, then we do not have to defend it so fiercely. We can grow, change, make mistakes, and become a better version of ourselves without feeling like we are betraying who we are. We are allowed to evolve. Impermanence also teaches humility. When we remember that fame, wealth, beauty, and power all fade with time, it becomes harder to feel superior to others or to judge people harshly. Kings and beggars both grow old. The strongest bodies weaken. The sharpest minds slow down. Knowing this can soften our hearts and remind us that no one is above the basic truths of life. This humility is not about feeling small or worthless. It is about feeling connected to everyone else who is also walking through this same uncertain journey. There is also a teaching about gratitude hidden inside impermanence. Because nothing lasts forever, the things we do have become more precious, not less. A meal shared with family becomes special because we know we will not have endless meals together. A sunset is beautiful partly because it does not last, because if the sky stayed golden all day, we might stop noticing it at all. The temporary nature of things actually gives them their beauty and their meaning. If a flower never wilted, would we still stop to admire it the same way? Buddhist teachers often say that impermanence is not the enemy of happiness, but actually the reason happiness is possible at all. Without change, there would be no growth, no new mornings, no second chances, no healing after grief. This brings us to another crucial idea, which is letting go. Letting go does not mean giving up or not caring. It means releasing our tight grip on outcomes we cannot control. We can love someone deeply and still accept that one day we may lose them. We can work hard toward a goal and still accept that the result might not turn out exactly as planned. Letting go is not weakness, it is actually a form of great inner strength, because it takes courage to love and try fully while also accepting uncertainty. Many people avoid loving fully or trying fully because they are afraid of the pain of loss. But Buddhism teaches that avoiding life to protect ourselves from loss actually causes a different kind of suffering, the suffering of never truly living. So when we ask what actually matters if nothing lasts forever, the answer that Buddhist wisdom offers again and again is this: how we live matters, how we treat others matters, how present we are matters, how much love and kindness we offer matters, and how much peace we can find inside ourselves matters. These things matter not because they will last forever, but precisely because they will not. Every kind word, every moment of full attention given to someone we love, every act of patience instead of anger, adds something meaningful to the world, even if the world itself is temporary. It also helps to remember that impermanence applies to difficulties as well as joys. When we are going through pain, grief, illness, or failure, it can feel like the suffering will never end. But just like happiness, sadness is also temporary. Seasons change. Storms pass. The sun that seems to have disappeared behind dark clouds is still there, waiting to shine again. This understanding gives people hope during their hardest moments. Nothing, not even our darkest days, lasts forever. Buddhist practice often uses simple daily habits to keep this wisdom alive in our hearts, instead of just being an idea we read once and forget. Sitting quietly for a few minutes each day and simply watching the breath go in and out is one such practice. The breath itself is a perfect teacher of impermanence, since each breath comes and goes, never staying, yet somehow life continues breath after breath. Watching thoughts arise and pass away during meditation, without chasing them or pushing them away, trains the mind to accept change instead of resisting it. Over time, this small daily practice changes how a person responds to the bigger changes in life, like losing a job, ending a relationship, or facing illness. Instead of collapsing under the weight of change, a person who has practiced accepting small changes daily becomes more able to accept big changes with grace. Nature is often used in Buddhist teaching as the greatest teacher of impermanence, because nature never hides this truth. Trees lose their leaves every year and grow new ones. Rivers never stop moving. The moon changes shape every single night, from a thin crescent to a full circle and back again. yet it is still called the moon the entire time. Watching nature with attention reminds us that endings are not the opposite of life but a natural part of its rhythm. Just as autumn is not a failure of the tree but simply a stage in its life, our own endings, whether small endings like the end of a job or a friendship, or the final ending of life itself, are not failures either. They are simply part of the great and ancient rhythm that everything in this universe follows.